everybody.
I missed one. Welcome back to It Left and Right. I am Phantom Corgi Butts.
And I'm Larkin Nightingale.
We are on episode something of Dragon Age. I'm gonna continue a story that I briefly began
Continue.
about my anxiety.
You left off with having a mini meltdown outside a
Yeah,
class.
I think this particular meltdown that I had, not meltdown, but this particular thing that I had wasn't triggered by this thing that I had to write. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember exactly. But it was my senior year. I was having a lot of anxiety bad anxiety attacks, and
Better that you weren't in band.
I know.
At that point.
I had one. I always seem to have them during my English class. Like they'd start in my math class, which was second period, and then they
always got me anxious.
And then they like just full on came out during my third period English class, and I love my English teacher. I love the class and all this. So again, I don't know if I had anything particularly triggering about this big one, but like I said, I've been having a lot. So I go outside and
Alex is gone.
Oh no! And I had the biggest breakdown of my entire fucking anxiety career. Where is he? Hello. And so I ended up having to go to the office. Like I called my mom. That was like the only coherent thing that I could do was call my mom, because I called her every time I had one. And looking back, honestly, I'm kind of surprised that I had enough, especially with this one. I'm just getting stuff so I can tell. That I was able to call my mom, because her work line has an extension, and you know, just having to
You can sick the dogs. Quick, pull the lever.
I'm where?
To your left.
To your left, to the left.
Wrong. Pull the lever.
Wrong lever. So anyway, you should be fucking shooting at a wall. So anyway, so I call my mom, and she stays on the phone with me until I get to the office, and like, I'm like 5 feet away from the office, and we have campus security people, and they, they had, she had walked me.
I was gonna have you heal. You're about to die.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should do that. Oh, let's check out my boots. Oh, okay, cool. So I get to the office, and I'm like completely out of it. Like, the room is spinning, I'm hyperventilating. The campus security person is freaking the fuck out because she wasn't sure what was I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They were asking me if I was okay, and I didn't know, and then like the room is spinning, and then this other parent, who I think was yelling at somebody, came over, and she put her hand on my back. I don't like people touching me, and it was fine, but everyone was like crowding me. And so they go and sit me down. They almost called the ambulance because I was hyperventilating super bad. And
was your counselor too? Was just aggravating it?
This lady wasn't my counselor. I don't know who the fuck she was. I think she was, I don't know. I'm sitting in her office, and I was not the best student at school. Like, I had a lot of difficulty.
Academically.
Yeah. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I'd never been good at school. And I knew that. And I wasn't particularly concerned with that. It was rather early on senior year, and you know, so I had time, and at the time this happened, I was kind of on the verge of like not graduating on time, but that wasn't really a concern of mine at the moment. And so I'm sitting there, and this teacher fucking pulls up my grades, and she's like, "Oh, you're having this because of your bad grades." And I'm like, this is not the fucking time to be bringing up my grades when I'm having, like, I'm literally about to die because I can't breathe. And so they called my mom for me, and I didn't bring my backpack with me because I just ran out of class. So the campus security person went and got my backpack for me. She was super nice.
Quick, go loot that chest. I think you can pick it.
Get to me. Oh, I don't.
Let it close.
But okay.
Do you have other clothes on? Oh, you can. Come on. You don't have that. Save it. You know, because you're about to fight a devious foe.
And so, yeah, she was bringing up my grades and, like, how's your home life? Like, shit, like, she really had no business talking to me about, especially at the moment. I don't know why she even talked to me. I think they just put me in her office because it was the closest open door with a chair. And so, my mom picks me up, and I'd been asking her for a while. I thought I needed to go to therapy just to kind of talk about what's been going on with me. There was nothing in particular going on. It was just all of a sudden I'm having this super bad anxiety. And so she takes me to the doctor, and the doctor gives me a list of people that she trusts. And so my mom took me to one, and he ended up prescribing me with some type of anti-anxiety medication. I don't remember what it was called, but not really important. But taking that, I told him I get super bad anxiety taking medicine. That didn't seem to be a concern of his. Oh God. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That didn't seem to be a big concern for him. That what he was making me do made me anxious.
You too.
I didn't particularly care for this guy either. I mean, he was cool. He had a really good pen, but
Kill the mage, dude.
Get up!
You just kick him.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, he's gone. Do 6. Oh God, you're alone.
Nice try.
Get him! Oh God.
It's your MVP.
Oh God. At
Wait,
least I have.
don't let him touch you.
Kick him!
You. Oh,
Damn it.
at least you saved it for him.
Yeah. So he diagnosed me with general anxiety disorder, right? GAD. And not this time, bitch. And I didn't see him very long, because like I said, I didn't particularly care for his style. I hadn't gone back. I probably should have, but I didn't. And yeah, I don't remember if there's a point to me saying this story, but
you're just kind of talking about
I don't remember what I was talking
I
about.
don't remember you because you were just talking about your breakdown at school.
No, we're talking about
I don't know.
stuff for you in school. No! Alistair!
Okay.
Come here. Come here.
Look over there.
Oh God, I'm all by myself. All by myself. Yeah, I don't remember how we started talking about that, but that's my life. I don't think this is gonna
I've only ever had one anxiety attack, and that was like when I was in.
I died.
Casually walks away.
My journey ends.
What grade was I in? I think I was in 8th grade, and I was going through a lot of stress, and because I had something due that day, but and it was in my binder, and I forgot it at home because I was working on it. What was I doing? I didn't realize I didn't have my binder until like lunchtime. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get this thing home or here. And so I called my brother I called my mom because I think I did it early on in the day, but it wasn't there, and I kept calling her. I was like, did you give the office my binder? Like, yeah. Did they not send for you? I'm like, no, they didn't, and it's not there. Like, I was freaking out.
Did it?
And no, that dude did it.
Well, it was a team effort.
That
was kind of rude. I thought it was Alistair. But
so,
sorry, continue.
I was at one point I was in the bathroom because I was trying to make calls, and then I heard the bell ring because that was my next class. I had to use it, and so I was all like, kind of like, I couldn't breathe, and I wanted to like fall unconscious on the floor. Well, it felt like I was gonna fall unconscious on the floor. I didn't want to. Yeah, I felt like I was in danger. So then I went home. It turns out my binder was there the entire time. Or at the office the entire time, but they were being bitches about it.
Anxiety attack on that. I used to not go. I used to go home early and not go to school at all a lot because I had anxiety for a very long time and I didn't learn about it until like my junior year of high school. And yeah, like looking back after learning it, I've had a pretty mild case of anxiety my whole life.
I've detailed it in a
yeah, Lark wrote a fucking essay about me for his psych class. Got you an A, you're welcome. But yeah. I don't see the big stigma around social media about it's my armpit about mental illness.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I do see it, but I think now I'm really happy a lot more people are talking about it and getting more informed.
Talk.
You want to be in? You want to be in on this too?
It's Duncan. What's happening to him? What? What? Fucking kid.
Duncan died, I remember. He's about to die. You need a revenant. Oh, he died.
I remember reading some fan fiction. I don't really like know what was happening, but they're like they made Duncan a super badass. And look at what he's doing. He fucking murdered that thing.
Killed his boyfriend. He's gonna beat ass. Okay.
And his earring.
His earrings. But yeah, that was our stories about our most intense anxieties. Excuse me, breakdowns. I luckily have not had an anxiety attack in a long time. After I got out of high school, that was a real... High school was a real trigger for me. I think it is for a lot of people, but being out of there helped me a lot. Duncan! I forgot he died.
I mean... Look at you. Get hit with like 3 fucking arrows.
Yeah, after I got out, it was really good. I mean, I still struggle with it on the daily. I don't leave my house. But, yeah. Oh.
Ah, your eyes finally
hey, look.
open. Mother shall be pleased.
I always hated high school. I mean, certain parts of it I was pretty chill with. The other, like, as I was my senior year.
Senior year
I am
almost killed a lot of people.
I was all like,
and I have just
I'm
abandoned
done with
your
this. I was like,
wounds.
I'm already in the
You are
college
welcome,
mentality.
by the
I don't
way.
want to be
How does
here.
your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Boobs?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though
Morgan's
it was
cool.
a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend,
We should play a little
he
bit
is not
Planet
taking
later.
it well.
I was thinking about doing that on Monday.
Yeah.
It's kind of another reason why I like clean this area, because I'm thinking like, oh, what, we don't want to play board games.
The
We'll
suspicious
play
dim-witted
PS3,
one who
or
was with
PS4,
you
I meant,
before.
or the Wii.
Yes.
You only
He
have
is
3
outside
controllers.
by the fire.
We should play Just Dance.
Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I am woke.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no hero.
Right. What doing?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. He is, as you
Yeah,
are.
with my boo.
I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
Damn. She
I
snapped
do
it
not
back
know.
right at
She
you.
rarely tells me her plans.
Sure.
I do not mind. Take your time.
What did I do that?
Just skip it.
I think
I
that's
can
enough
just
questions.
fill it up for
This
you.
time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
I talk like that this time.
Go
Just
on.
gonna loot her shit while she's in the room.
Oh, right.
Damn. Cool. Well, I'm at him.
well,
Yeah. Anxiety sucks.
Yeah.
If anyone
See,
is keeping
here
count,
is
my
your
depression
I've been
has gotten a lot
touching
better.
this for the longest
You
time.
are
Oh, God.
young man.
I drew on with Sharpie on some tape, and now Lark's hands are red.
I was playing with it, so I mean, I'm partially to blame.
Duncan's dead. The Grey
Oh,
Wardens.
Duncan.
Sad
Even
Duncan's
the
dead.
king.
Duncan.
They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
He
I
wasn't.
didn't mean. But what do we call you? You've never told us your name.
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemish. I suppose it
I'm
will
a little
do.
angry about my fingers right now.
From the legends. Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wild.
The Witch of the
What
Wild.
does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you
After
both
this
well,
episode, you can go
has
watch
it
it.
not?
Okay, and then you have to take she right up.
If you
Sure,
know what is
come
good
here.
for you, I suppose you should.
Yes, this is your face.
All that I wish you to do
Yes,
is what you
you
are
know.
meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite
Oh.
the lands against the Blight.
You're so
Or
forward.
did that change when I wasn't looking?
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
So he's a
Now
dick.
that is a good question.
Which one's Logain?
Men's
He was the
hearts
guy
hold
in the silver
shadows
armor,
darker
dark
than
hair.
any
Dark hair, oh,
tainted
yeah.
creature.
Done with the king, and
Perhaps
he's all
he
like,
believes the
we're
Blight
going
is
to
an army he
leave,
can
and we're all like,
outmaneuver.
what?
Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
So we're gonna end the episode here, guys. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like,
Mhm.
comment, subscribe.
Follow
And
your most wild and anxious dreams.
yes, and we'll leave it at that. So bye bye.